Hello and welcome to another SprutCAM tutorial from SprutCAM America. I'm going to show a Tormach specific tutorial that's going to show the new machine definition for the Tormach PCNC 1100. As you can see up in this corner, I have selected this as my main machine, and how to do that is to highlight this, click Parameters, go into your Machines tab and pick it. If it is not there, you may have to contact Tormach to get it turned on. This will only be available in SprutCAM 8. So if you have it in there, select it, click OK. If you do not have it in there and you cannot find it, then you can contact Tormach Tech Support and they can get you that machine definition. So while we're in the machining tab, I'm going to actually turn on the machine visibility, and you can see that this is what it looks like now. It looks quite a bit better than it used to. There is a big difference, however, for those of you that may be used to just seeing the Tormach machine up here. Now when you have the PCNC 1100, you do not see the fourth axis show up right away, and that is because that the fourth axis and choices that are like that are individual settings now that you can turn on and off. And how we do that is we do highlight the machine again, we go over to this icon right here that says machine setup, and we go to axis X, and we will click the plus sign, and then you will see table selector, and right now it's on clear table. We are going to pick horizontal A-axis, and now you will see the fourth axis comes into play very much like it looked in the original Tormach machine definition. So you're going to want to activate that if you're doing a fourth axis project with the fourth axis coming from the left hand side of the table. Now let's go down and see what other selections there are available. Let's try a vertical axis. Now we have the A-axis laying down, and it will post out with A-axis moves to rotate this. So that is definitely an improvement on the old machine definition. And let's also go down and look at tilted A-axis. This is a big difference. This is the tilting A-axis that is available from Tormach. It comes in a 6-inch and 8-inch designation, but for the machine definition it's only in 6-inch. Now this is going to be the orientation that you would have it in if you were just doing a regular straight up fourth axis project that is horizontal. But you can see if we go to this icon right here, there is a B-axis position, and that will allow you to tilt this table for different positions if you're going to do work at a weird angle. Now there are some programming rules that you need to follow, and one of them is that if you are going to tilt this in different stages during one program, everything needs to be programmed off of the center of rotation of this table. So actually where you see this origin mark right here, that's where everything has to be programmed. And since this model that you see here is not a super accurate model, you will need to set up your job and your material and then use the calipers to find out where the top of your material is located. And then what you will need to do is go into the real world and make that measurement, figure out the difference, and then you may have to move your material to match that difference off the center of rotation. That is the only way you would be able to set this up in different angles in one program. However, it's still a very powerful tool. It's for the little bit more advanced programmers. That is all that is available in the table selector for the x-axis. However, there are some available Z-axis spindle selections, and these will be for the Crest high-speed spindle attachment that Tormach sells. So if you look at the Z-axis now, we can turn on the Crest mounting to the right-hand side. We can also turn on the Crest mounting to the left-hand side. And we can also go down and make the Crest vertical to the right and vertical to the left. So there's a lot of different options that are available with this new machine definition. We can also, let's say if we did the Crest horizontal going to the right, and we made our B-axis position straight up, you could see how it could be quite interesting that you could make interesting milling on the end of a long piece. So, because that's where the spindle is going to be located. So if we created, let's say, just a finishing 2D contour, so that's where your end mill then gets generated. So some interesting stuff that you guys may want to play around with. Remember that the PCNC 1100 machine should be in your machines library if you have SprutCAM 8. If you do not see it directly on here, you can look in your machines library selection and you look right here, which is if you hover over it, says load machine file, and in schemas you should find this Tormach machines.stfc. That is where that's hiding. If you can't get it to work, remember, just call your tech support at Tormach and they can help you to get that new machine definition active for you. So this has been a Tormach specific SprutCAM 8 tutorial brought to you by SprutCAM America, and I hope you liked it. Thank you.